All right, yet another episode of Suit Yourself a Menswear podcast, and today, as always, it's
Jordan.
and Michal. Yes, so we forgot about our private life in the last
Like
episode.
literally.
So I think that we should also say that we had our first collab. Bravo,
Yeah.
uGENTLE, Chinese brand. And
Yeah.
I have those trousers. Those are from uGENTLE. But
Yeah.
you can also, guys, you can see on our Suit Yourself _ podcast and our private Instagram profiles, at least at mine, those fantastic fatigue
Trousers.
chinos,
Yeah.
27 centimeters leg opening. Wow. I can fit almost two legs in one trouser leg. So very wide, very special, good prices.
Yeah. And that's funny because even yourself, you're quite used to wear the trousers, but even there you were like, is it all right?
It's very special because people actually look at you, and those trousers they are not flashy, but just the cut.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I think uGENTLE had a lot of collabs in the past weeks.
Yeah,
with a
they
lot of
just
European
exploded.
people. Yeah, that's very cool. I would say that the first thing is we were quite impressed by the quality of the finishes, of the fabrics.
The
themselves.
price, it's great.
For that price.
Very fair.
Yeah, very fair price. Excellent fabrics quality. It seems to be nicely made. We will see how they hold up with time, how they age, also the fabrics. But to be honest, it's a very good start for that. And yeah, I would say they would hold. The only thing is to keep in mind that
Sizes.
exactly the
I
body
have
proportions.
2XL.
Yeah, the body proportions are quite different from us.
But they are working on it.
Yeah, that's what you told me, that they were doing that, and I would say you can always twinkle around this, go to your local tailor. It's still gonna be quite a fair price, even with the adjustment, to be honest.
But also they have a really good size chart on their website.
Yeah, they are very. I mean, you know what you'll get, so you can really prepare for that. I would say gets a bit more tricky. I mean, I also have a very special body because I have very large shoulders, very thin waist, and very thin collar.
It's better to
neck.
size up, I would say.
Yeah, so it's better to size up. Trousers work fantastic, to be honest. It's not so difficult to adjust them. It might be the length. If you have long legs, you might have to get rid of the
I had some
turn-up.
issues with my behind. I needed to loosen them up.
Yeah, but yeah, you're also built in a special way, I would say.
Yeah.
But both of us, we have very
special,
special
yes,
measurement.
special.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's actually the subject of the very special subject, mental health also. But I would also like to add that, I'm 40. I started to run.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first run was yesterday, 15 minutes, not long, but I just need to start slowly. And I started to take singing lessons, and I bought a guitar. So I don't know. It's just
How old are you, 20 or 40?
It's just the middle-age crisis that I wanna
Exactly.
just sing and
Doing
play
everything.
guitar at the same time. No, I always wanted to sing a song to my beloved one, and I have the motivation. So I guess that's pretty good because I felt like I gained some weight, so I just wanted to lose some weight. So I think it's also good for the mind just to go out and think.
Yeah, that's what I like about actually going to the gym, or when I used to, and I want to start again doing martial arts, is that you switch. You don't think, and that's exactly what I need. I need to stop thinking because I'm an overthinker. But and that's also part of what I don't really like during running, because you can think, and I need those moments of disconnection. But on the other way around, for someone that doesn't have the opportunity to think, it's the other way around. Then but also you can think in a very special way, because with all the endorphins that you get in your body and all the chemistry that is changing, you think in a more relaxed way. So I think it's very nice for that. But yeah, like you said, the episode is about mental health. We always try to connect our episode to menswear one way or another, or to some kind of lifestyle, I would say. And do you feel that dressing have had an impact on your mental health one way or another? Do you feel better in certain types of clothes?
Yeah, of course, that gives confidence. Always, when you're in a suit, you feel more confident. When you're in a good clothes that sticks out, you feel like sometimes you feel like you are also sticking out. You don't fit to the environment.
Yeah.
So it can be positive and it can be negative.
Yeah.
And positive, it can be because people admire you somehow in some way. But at the same time, in certain environments, maybe it's not something that you want to do.
Yeah, it's challenging.
But also at work, for example, I wouldn't say that I stick out at work. So I would say that I don't fit in many environments.
Yeah.
Because people in accounting, they dress very regular, nothing special, just all same old. Yeah. So it can give you confidence, but it also can be seen by others that you do something wrong because you think that you're better. You're in a suit. Why are you in a suit? Are you going on a wedding? In Poland, people use, are you going on a wedding or something? Or do you think that, who do you think you are? Because a lot of CEOs, they are wearing regular clothes. T-shirts and jeans, and that's it. So it can be seen positive and it can be seen negative. But I guess when people know you, they know that that is fun for you to dress. Then I would say most of the people should, maybe they don't always, but they should respect that because it's a kind of hobby.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that it's very feminine hobby.
Yeah, and I would say, actually bouncing back on this, I would say that especially, and you said that you are from the 80s, I'm from the 90s. First of all, talking about those subjects, about mental health for men, especially for our generation, it doesn't come so easy. It's not very natural.
I think my generation was the first generation. I'm a millennial that we actually started to talk about it. Yeah. And
me, who grew up in a small environment that was quite rough, you are not talking about those things. I mean, my parents were quite, especially my father, he was always someone that was quite aware of things, but we would never take it from this angle because as a man, you need to be a rock. You need to hold on to certain things, and you need to have people that are relying on you. And it doesn't mean that you cannot show weakness, but it's more that you need to bring some solution with a weakness. So if you have some kind of problem, you already need to have been working on it, or you already, it's not like you cannot really ask for help. So it's not really something that I grew up with. But nowadays, it's way more open. I would say it's even a bit too much sometimes. I feel like people are spending too much time on themselves, and they forget that one of the best way to get better with yourself is also to connect to your environment, and not necessarily to... listening yourself doesn't mean that you cut yourself from the rest of the world, and I think it's actually helpful to stay open to the... people around you.
But you mean that a lot of people are thinking just about themselves, that it's a bit narcissistic?
Yeah, exactly.
But I also noticed that narcissism is way too overused in social media. It's very popular on YouTube. Everyone that thinks about himself is a narcissist. But I would also say that setting boundaries... people think that when you set boundaries, you're a narcissist, you think about themselves. But we all have some features of narcissists because we need to think about ourselves.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it starts with ourselves.
Yeah, because we should first have respect to to
ourselves.
ourselves,
Yeah,
to love
exactly.
ourselves, to give love to another person. But I also think, what's here the connection between this and clothes?
Clothes is a language. So when you are wearing certain clothes, you are sending signals. So it's one way also to connect with people or to disconnect with them.
Yeah, I also was thinking about it, that, for example, when you feel bad, usually you can see it from somebody can see from your clothes that you don't take care of yourself. That, for
You let
example,
go a bit,
yes, you look bad, you don't care about clothes when you just wear some old t-shirt and jeans. That shows that maybe you just gave up.
Yeah, and I would say it goes both ways. It shows that you have given up, so that you are maybe not in a good place in your mind, but also it doesn't help you to go out of this because it's like a vicious cycle. You just see yourself there and you cannot see yourself somewhere else. And I would say that to be able to go better, to get better, you also need to visualize it, And
That
if
you
you are
need to
dressed
dress
down,
like the person that you want to be.
yeah, in a certain way, it has an impact, It will influence, of course, if you dress like I'm dressed today. Well, you feel that you are, you look sharp, so you need to act sharp, and acting sharp unlocks certain, because there's a routine, in feeling bad. And if everything around you just is part of this routine of feeling bad food, bad clothes, bad energy, yes, then of course, why would you, inside of you, get the energy to get better? But if you, first of all, that's one of the easiest way, to be honest, to get better, dressing nicely, because it doesn't require so much effort, to be honest. Not as much as maybe eating well, not maybe as much as trying to have positive relationship to your environment. This requires more effort, more finesse.
That you just look professional, that you look like you put some outfit together, that you thought over it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you can say at least that. When I'm feeling bad, when I dress up, and at least I look good. I made an effort and I'm trying to send a positive message around me. When I see that I'm feeling very bad mentally, but I'm going to the gym regularly, so my body is not crumbling apart. So I'm thinking
and the
at
body
least
looks
that.
better and better. But it's also something like this. For example, when I have a nice outfit and I feel that I look good in this outfit, sometimes maybe I'm tired after work, but I will make one more round before I go home.
Yeah.
Just to maybe go to uGENTLE, maybe to some square, just people are sitting, just to show this outfit.
But it's nice to see the look in the eyes of the people, because sometimes I know that I dressed up nicely, so I know that I will have those looks that are positives, and that's very nice.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't realize it. I just pull on some stuff and I get those looks, and I'm like, oh, that's a nice signal.
That is actually the indicator that your outfit is good.
Yeah, and that's, for you guys that ever experience that, it's more women than men. But for you guys that experience that or would like to experience it, you should try, because it feels freaking good.
But for women, it's maybe the other way around, when they show a bit of their body also.
Yeah, but it depends, because some women that I know, maybe more from traditional or Eastern countries, if you don't look at them, they're like, what is going on?
But that guys, it might sound shallow, but in Warsaw, I could feel the looks on me.
Yeah.
When I was, for example, a personal trainer, I looked good. Come on, it's not subjective; it's kind of objective, because I was on a Men's Health cover, and here I don't see it, because just people are so shy. But it's also a cultural thing. Even when they're attracted to you, they're not gonna show it.
No.
But also another thing. Today, I really feel good right now.
Wait a minute, and still we get those looks.
Yeah. But older
for the ego.
all the ladies actually are giving those looks when I wear
All the ladies.
suit. Yeah, but for example, today I got some looks even from guys. I was just at the gym. I feel like I'm training. My body is getting better. I'm losing some weight from the waist, from the middle section, and I actually saw that I was a bit pumped. And guys were looking, and I was dressed regularly in gym attire. And okay, so actually, it's not just me that I feel like I look better.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just nice to be an example because again, we are, and it runs up to what I was saying in the beginning. We are social animals, so we need to focus on ourselves, but we also need the appreciation of the others, because this appreciation of the others, whether it's what we feel, what we think, the aura that we give, it has an impact. And when we can see in the eyes of the others by those little things that we are bringing something interesting to the room, it feels good, and it should feel good because that's the way we are built. Of course, we shouldn't. The work that we have to put on ourselves is not to put too much importance in that, because that would become shallow.
Yeah, a lot of people say that we are focusing too much.
I don't focus that much, to be honest.
But we have a Menswear podcast. Come on,
yeah, that also. But to be honest,
we need to talk about it.
Yeah, that's true. But also, we don't focus so much. We are passionate. We love fits. We love culture,
and we like to
love
share
heritage.
It.
We like to share our knowledge. And we like to discuss about things that we love. So first we have a passion for those things.
Some experience.
But we don't make, I mean, for me, it's not like a conundrum that takes my energy when I need to dress up in the morning.
No, after a while is just natural.
It's natural,
it's just
you get
happening
excited.
Organically.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the other way around. You get excited. You're like, tomorrow I'm going to be able to wear this one. I'm super excited and I'm happy about it, and that's it, And then you have your day and you don't think about it anymore. No, it's we don't overthinking about it at all. Not much more than any passion. And we are not passionate about looking good. We are passionate about the garments themselves and what they are sending. So we are not like, I'm not passionate about myself. I'm not passionate about my image in the mirror.
Yeah, because sometimes people would think that we don't look good in for example, uGENTLE very white trousers.
Yeah,
because it's too white for a lot.
Yeah, but when we talk about it to people in the streets, there's not so many people that are haters, so to speak, of this, And there's not so many people that would say, oh, it's your thing, you do you, because, that's also indifference is another thing. But there's not so many people like this, or less and less, or way less than what we could think, actually. Because on internet and social media, people are super loud on negativity. But in the streets, people are more the other way around. When we ask people in the street, and we have done those interviews, we're going to do more. People are more like, yeah, well, for me, that's good. That's the way it should be. That's more what we receive, actually.
But you mentioned actually one thing, that we are social animals and we want to be seen by others. And for example, I have an experience of living in a small town in Sweden where everyone looked the same. It's the Jante Lagen, the Jante law, that you shouldn't stick out. You shouldn't think that you're better than anyone else, that you should dress the same, have the same car, the same looking, everything.
Yeah.
In Sweden, in Scandinavia, and actually I felt really bad because I know that in Sweden the risk of
sticking out,
the risk of suicide is pretty high. So a lot of people, they are just alone by themselves and they don't want to stick out, so everyone just blends in.
Which is the worst.
Yeah, and guys are not seeking for help, and I think that's the issue, because it's seen as feminine. But at the same time, guys just understand one thing, that asking for help and talking about emotions is very much masculine stuff to do.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And for me, I am really this type of guy that will never ask for help. I will drown in it, and I will. Because I'm always stuck in this idea, you need to do it by yourself if you're a real man. But then I have reached some level of despair that you cannot do it alone. And then you need to reach out for help. And when you do that, then you realize that, well, the strength is actually there. It's to go against yourself,
It's
in that
also
regard.
about to talk with somebody about that, because for example, I'm going on a therapy, and sometimes I talk with my friends, but it's also, I don't want to put too much on my friends.
Yeah,
Because it can be just too much. Sometimes it's nice to pay somebody and just the person just listen to you. I like it. So we have all those tools.
and you're supposed to. I am supposed to be the talkative one. You are the one that is ready to
Yeah,
pay
because
to talk.
yeah, because it's just something that it's just something close to me. I moved to a different country. I divorced. I lived in the small town without any real friends, with a shitty job, and I mean, I'm here right now, so I guess I did something correctly. Yeah. So even the clothes, like. I found my style in Stockholm, because in Stockholm you can freely wear whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I guess that living in bigger cities is just better. So guys, if you like some menswear garments, and you feel like in your small city you don't have any occasion or opportunity, or you're not brave enough to wear it, just move to a bigger city, because it will be just easier.
Exactly.
You will feel much more secure, safe, and confident.
You need to move if the environment is not good, and if you feel that bad anyways, what can you lose? To be honest.
I mean, small town was not for me.
No, and I'm coming from a small town, but I mean, I like the small town because I'm quite a solitary person at the end of the day, so I like this calm, but I always need people. But yeah, I'm not an oversharer. I dislike sharing a lot. So
Okay,
you are always...
I'm the opposite.
Exactly.
Always share.
But you can always improve, I would say, on this. So that's also the idea. But coming back a bit on the menswear idea of this, there is all this idea of rituals around dressing up, and I would say that can really put you in a mood. We were talking about sports before, and
that you can think when you run, or you can just
disconnect.
Turn off.
And that's what. So for me, I did martial arts since I'm 3 years old, so I was really like conditioned to that. When you were going on the tatami, as we call it, it's another world. And as soon as you step in, you're another person. It's not that you stop thinking. It means that everything that is outside stays outside, and everything that is inside, you are a new you. So, and it's actually very strong to learn that from a young age, because then you have this capacity, and it's a capacity that I don't have in any circumstances. But when I enter a tatami, I'm like, whatever happened outside doesn't affect me anymore. I'm another person. And that comes actually usually with a lot of work of meditations and so on, to be able to be in the present moment. And that's also something very strong, and it comes from rituals. In this case, this is the ritual of saluting when you are entering in the carpet. So there is a ritual that assesses, all right, there was before, there's now. And when you are dressing up, there can be a lot of rituals, passing on the tie, shaving. For me, I would say that's probably when I'm putting my perfume. It's like the last thing that I'm doing, and I'm feeling like, okay, now I'm ready to go.
You also need to choose which fragrance suits.
Yeah, and I would say it connects me to nice things, positive things.
And also ironing.
Yeah.
Also polishing shoes.
Yeah, that's actually true.
That can be something that good moment of relax.
Yeah, because it feels, and maybe that's also
some music,
stuff, but it feels like fixing stuff. Generally speaking, I like fixing stuff. It makes me relax and appease. It's a bit like fixing your shoes when you're,
and even the smell of the paste or creams or waxes. Yeah, that's also a thing that can. If you have problems, for example, with stress, it can distress you.
Distress.
you. No,
Distress, it would be a shame.
you can be more chill. Yeah. But ironing, okay, maybe not when you have 15 shirts to iron, but it can be pretty satisfying to see to iron shirts, and it also smells good.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
have a nice steamer.
And all those things, basically, they come to this same idea, whether it's dressing up or taking care of the garment, it's to make things tidy around you. And I would say that when we grow up, we always grew up with this idea that boys were messy and girls were tidy. And nowadays, I'm hearing actually more the other way around.
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of girls that I meet, they're like, wow, it's so tidy at your place. I'm not used to that. And girls, they don't have it so tidy.
Just open wardrobe.
Exactly. And I think it completely disregarding your genre, it's so good, so important to have things tidy around you. It doesn't mean that you need to live in an IKEA or a fake house,
Yeah.
But just to have things tidy around you have such a huge
But it's
impact.
just those rituals, just that you have. For example, you take care of your body, you take care of your clothes, you just eat food prep, you exercise regularly, you take care of your clothes regularly, you do the laundry, you hang your, for example, trousers in a correct way on the hanger, you steam your, for example, trousers when you see creases or you feel that they are maybe not so fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
So all those rituals, and I think it's important with rituals because then you have control over your body. Sometimes I feel like people are asking me, okay, how you have motivation to do all those stuff. I don't have motivation. It's just rituals. It's just I need to do that, and I'm not thinking about it. Okay, so for example, today I woke up at 8. I slept so well, like a baby. I don't think I slept that well for a long time. Yeah. I think it was before, because maybe of the run I did yesterday. 15 minutes, it's enough.
15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah. But I thought that, okay, maybe I can sleep a bit more. No, I will be mad at myself. So I went to the gym.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I love to usually oversleep just to have more time to overthink during my dreams. But generally speaking, it's just better to have control over what you are doing. So instead of staying in bed, get up, do some stuff. Tends to just give you migraine, I would say, to oversleep. But yeah, I would say that, and to wrap up a bit all this topic, it's the idea that there's some kind of elegance in taking care of yourself, not only physically but mentally, because this is something that you share with the others, because you provide for the others. And what you provide, well, you just provide better ideas, more positivity around you, and you are more capable to build things. And that's a provider idea, and I think that's something that it's not only for men to do that; it's for men and women. So it's not only for us, but it's definitely something that is super important and that is super elegant. So many times we mention that it really doesn't matter how good you look if you're an asshole. And I would say that if you're a depressed asshole, it's not even better.
But just at least make people see your good outfits.
Yeah, exactly. But that's one step towards bringing some nice stuff around you. Yeah. But pretty much like this, I would say.
Aesthetic asshole is still better than just a regular one.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you'd rather be depressed in your Ferrari than in the subway.
Yeah, exactly. You'd rather cry in your Ferrari than taking subway.
Yeah, I'd rather be depressed in a nice suit or with a nice outfit than being depressed with rags. That's true.
But you can have the perfect suit and still feel really bad. So it's important just to take care of yourself. If you have some issues, just go to some professional.
Yeah, go to some professional. But first, also talk to your friends.
Yeah.
I mean, we all went through this. Can be nice to mention that. I mean, if you have real friends, you should have a possibility to talk about those things with them.
Or family.
Yeah, because those are things, you know, we feel stupid, but it's because we never dare. It's like when you learn things in life, when you are a teenager, there are certain things you don't dare to talk about it, and but then they become very natural, and you feel stupid that you didn't ask before. But in that aspect, I think, especially men, we are acting like kids. We don't dare to talk about it around us.
That is actually what kids would do. They would never seek help. They would never go to anyone. They would never even say that something is wrong, and that's the issue. But also it's good to have a partner that actually helps you, because I had some partners that told me, for example, when I said that maybe I'm a bit down because I'm looking for a new job, like, you should be in your masculine era, you should be more masculine in your masculine you. Like, what? That was just clear gaslighting.
That's
so if you
nice
have a partner like that, like, it's not a good partner for you, because your partner should say, okay, I understand you. Like, do you want just to talk about it, or you want to have some advice, get some advice or something, how I can help you? That should be the correct answer, not that you need to be a man, because to be a man is to look for help.
Yeah, and actually, at the end of the day, trust me, you'll be a man, because no one can do things for you. So getting help doesn't mean that anyone will do it for you.
No,
it means that someone will bring you in the right path.
You will give you tools.
Exactly, will give you the tools to get better. I am preaching that, and I'm the first one to do these mistakes. Yeah. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't, because I'm too stubborn, and
But you know what helps right now, guys? A lot of people just ask ChatGPT.
Yes.
You can laugh, but if you don't have the balls to go to therapist, that's better, because ChatGPT is based on something that is actually written somewhere, so the sources are correct. And if you don't dare to go to therapist, it's better to use ChatGPT than do nothing, or YouTube.
I would say that, exactly. Since
just
I'm
therapists, psychologists, not like coaches, because
no. Life coaches is something different.
That's just
they don't have the actual knowledge. No, I would say I'm a learner, so the way I've been doing it to get better is I'm also an artist, so creating things help me process the things that makes me feel bad in life. So you need to find your own things that helps you with that. You have some
kind of hobby, and menswear can be a nice
Absolutely.
hobby.
But I would say that in my part, for example, it's reading philosophy, because philosophy is all about, at the end of the day, how the mind functions. So it gives you a better grasp on those things. It doesn't mean that you will fix yourself on your own, but it means that it's a lonely or a solitary step that can bring you forward a bit more consciousness. At the end of the day, depending on how bad you feel, it might not be enough. And then you need to get actual help. But yes, again, at the end of the day, you're not it's only you who can fix things, and it can only come from you. So, and sometimes you don't need to, I mean, at the end of the day, in most situations, you know what's wrong. You know that you are doing something wrong, and it's an accumulation of wrong things.
So it's the same like with clothes.
When
it's a simple thing, for example, you need to reattach the button, then you're doing it by yourself. But when you want to adjust something, I don't know, maybe your jacket is too wide, then you go to the tailor.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. But that's a good analogy. I would be curious to hear you guys actually, to know how.
How menswear may be impacted
how did that impact in you? Do you have some kind of anecdote, like this moment I wasn't that good, but I was wearing this piece, or I was wearing this perfume, and then that changed my mood, or it has an impact on me?
Even on a, for example, job interview, it just gives you the confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
We were talking about it with Linus.
Yeah, exactly. Share with us and share with the others what how your passion for menswear had actually a positive impact on you, and how we can have a positive impact on anyone else, I would
And
say.
also, guys, just take care of yourselves. If you have some issues, just don't be scared. Just ask for help. And remember, just good clothes, it's not always the thing that will make things better. Often, but you know, the retail therapy that a lot of people are talking about,
The shopping
buying
spree.
things, but it's also running away from your issues. They give you just a dopamine kick, but just for 5-15 minutes, and then you're still feeling bad. So take care of yourselves. Just do sports. Remember your routines. We were talking also about some
Yeah, but
routines like
spirituality
polishing shoes, but
also.
also do journaling, for example. That helps.
Yeah, spirituality is something that we didn't really talked about, because I mean it's a whole topic in itself. But I mean, and I'm not necessarily talking about religion, but it's part of the spirituality. But that will connect you a bit more with things, and I would say that's one of the most important things that you can experience, and that's quite solitary in many ways in order to get better. And I would say that's very important things to very important thing to be aware of. And I mean, usually it comes with age. You get a bit more open to those things. You understand them. You understand a bit more their importance. So yeah, stay open to those kind of ideas as well.
Yeah.
Super important.
Okay, guys. So that was the wrap of this episode. We
Yeah.
don't know which number was it, but yeah, I hope that it will help you somehow. Yeah, because we in our episode don't want to talk just about clothes, but something lifestyle, something broader, wider.
Yeah, we are building a
Yeah.
community. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people following us, more and more, thousands. And if we can help each others just by talking about those things, yeah, it's super
So
important to do it.
share your experiences. Have you ever been to a therapist or some professional? Send us a DM. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys, and bye bye. See you next time.
Ciao, guys.